This episode is sponsored by Doer. I'm David Plotz, CEO of CityCast. I'm lounging in my performance denim slim straight jeans from Doer. They're incredibly comfortable. They're 5 times stretchier than traditional denim. But what's even better is that they feel stretchy without looking stretchy, so you can take them anywhere and look good. I've been wearing them to travel, out for dinner, now just hanging around my house since they are so delightful to stretch out in. Doer are pioneers of blending technical innovation with everyday clothing. They invented the original performance denim, so it's not surprising that Doer has made jeans that are the best of both worlds. Classic jeanswear style with the kind of comfort and performance you get from athletic wear. Also, they're the right color. Not too excessively deep blue and also not that middle school jean light blue, but a lovely indigo. My girlfriend, in fact, called them the perfect color. And she's got taste. Simply put, Doer makes the world's most comfortable pants without having to sacrifice style. Get a pair for yourself or as an amazing holiday gift. Go now to shopdoer.com/CCAustin. You'll get 15% off your first order. That's shopdoer.com/CCAustin for 15% off. shopdoer.com/CCAustin.
On this week's Friday News Roundup, we're getting into the government shutdown, the latest AISD news, a surprising Cheer Up Charlie's update, and, of course, our weekend plans. It's Friday, November 7th. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hello, I'm here with our newsletter editor, Kelsey Bradshaw. What's up, Kelsey?
Hello, hello. Happy Friday.
And our producer, Alyssa Castles. What's up, Alyssa?
Hello. Not too much.
So we've had a busy week. On the pod this week, we talked about all the fun things happening in November in Austin. And we talked about all of the Austin restaurants that got Michelin honors. And of course, you know, that tiny election that happened this week, as well as
that little guy.
Yeah, that small election that happened this week. And then, you know, of course, we revisited our debate about the domain. And Kelsey, you pretty much did the same things, but like, what else happened over in newsletter land?
The newsletter was, I don't know, I think it was really fun this week. I had a really fun time writing about Prop Q and how badly it failed. At the start of the week, I put out our November guide, which I know was a big hit. So yeah, November election, it's kind of been the vibe.
So let's talk about one of the elephants in the room. We'll get right into it. So on Wednesday, the government shutdown reached its 36th day, and that officially made it the longest in U.S. history. Here in Austin, the effects are becoming increasingly visible as our city begins to kind of feel the strain in more ways than one. November 1st marked the first day many Austinites went without receiving their SNAP payments. And it's like unprecedented because the program began nearly 6 decades ago, and people have been depending on this. All types of people, let's be clear, all types of people depending on this for decades. Across the city, food banks, community fridges, and mutual aid organizations are working to meet this like huge growing demand for food. Central Texas Food Bank told CBS this week that it is spending $1 million per week.
Unreal.
Per week.
Unreal.
Per week. As the shutdown continues.
And we're 1 week in.
And typically, it's $1.3 million a month.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a little bit of like some background information, right? So last Friday, 2 federal judges ordered the Trump administration to tap into the emergency fund to cover SNAP benefit payments. Early in the day on Tuesday, President Trump threatened to deny this order, saying on social media that payments, quote, will be given only when the radical left Democrats open up government, which they can easily do, and not before. Then later in the day, his press secretary told reporters that the administration is fully complying with the court and would provide partial payments in November. And so it's unclear how long it could take for folks to actually receive those payments. It could be weeks. It could be months. Meanwhile, people don't have food.
Right.
Like,
right.
People don't have food. Texas leaders have asked Governor Greg Abbott to declare a state of emergency and tap into the rainy day funds to offset the crisis impacting 3.5 million Texans, including over 80,000 Austinites. Instead of addressing if he would take those steps, Abbott said in a statement, quote, "There is a simple and immediate solution to this problem that could be achieved tomorrow. Senate Democrats should immediately end their government shutdown by approving legislation that already passed the U.S. House that will fully fund the government and ensure that Texans don't go hungry." I'm so fucking tired. I'm so tired. Yeah. It's like you're using people as strategy and pawns and bargaining chips in just like the cruelest way.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, all those people are super hungry guys. So just give us what we want and we'll just get right on it.
Abbott saying this, it could easily be solved by the Democrats opening up, the government. It could also easily be solved by him declaring a state of an emergency, which he did after Uvalde, he did after 2020 to get into these funds. People are hungry in his state,
Exactly.
So let's look at other options.
Yeah, I super don't know why we're waiting on this rainy day fund. It is a rainy day. It is storming outside.
Exactly.
Metaphorically. I don't know. I think making sure your constituents aren't hungry is like the most basic function of government. I feel like everything else seems to be like really hard and you have to jump through hoops to get a highway built or get all these things, all this legislation passed. But like feeding your people, it's pretty simple. He could just, again, declare a state of emergency. It's really upsetting. And I think something that's important to remember is it could easily be one of us. Like it doesn't, it's not hard to get to a place where you might need this. And I don't know.
Also, there's almost $24 billion. We have almost $24 billion in our rainy day fund. So you're telling me instead of declaring a state of emergency and dipping into the $24 billion we have in our rainy day fund, you want to, placate Daddy Trump and not do the basic. There's all this conversation about who gets SNAP benefits and what you should and shouldn't do. And people should just get jobs and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Honestly, not only is that misinformation and it doesn't show the whole picture like you were saying, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right,
if people are starving, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. Our veterans don't have food. Mm-hmm. People that have full-time jobs and need these benefits don't have food. Our seniors don't have food. I don't give a fuck if you have a job or not. I don't care.
I know.
People who can't work because they're sick. Yeah.
Or don't have, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
And it shouldn't matter to anybody. They have the benefits. They were given the benefits through the government. They went through the whole thing to get these benefits. We don't get to then backtrack and be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. My mom, she actually works with people who are underserved and impoverished often. And she's been having a lot of conversations over the past week with people who are so anxious and fearful of how they're going to get food. Some of her colleagues too, last night they put on a food event in Lake Travis. And again, they were met with people who are just really, really, really stressed and concerned. The people running these resources, they need help. They're running out of resources. They are also stressed. My mom talked with somebody who is on SNAP, and she said that they've decided to not pay their utility bills and feed their family instead. So this is a real problem. And anyone who thinks it's not, it's just, this is really happening in our city.
Right. And it's happening to Republican people and Democrat people and people who aren't political. It is happening to everyone.
Yes.
And just really quickly, real quickly, I also think that people are thinking it's a lot of money, right? The maximum monthly SNAP amount for a family of one person is $298. And I don't know if anybody's been to the grocery store.
I was going to say, that's nothing.
I don't know if, right? And it goes up. Like a family of 4 still only gets $994. So we're not, it's like so people can understand. We're not talking about people that are just sitting and siphoning thousands of dollars from the government. Like, when was the last time somebody ate off of $298 a month? One person. I know I sure as fuck can't eat for $298, right? And so, it's really stressful. It's really heartbreaking. I have had 2 friends now be like, hey guys, I'm going to make a bunch of food at my house so that I can donate to my free fridge in my neighborhood. Nicole went and delivered a bunch of stuff to a bunch of sandwiches. We had a bunch of sandwiches to take to our free fridge till I can get a chance to make a casserole. And we went to the free fridge at Nixta and it was empty. And the thing to know about that is that 3 days before we had went and we passed by and people were actively filling food up as we passed by. And so we could see the fridge open and it was packed. People that were actively putting food in were having to find space to put their food. Wow. So in just 2 or 3 days, it was empty. And when Nicole pulled up, there were little kids getting things out of the fridge, children getting stuff out of the fridge. And they took the sandwiches out of her hand. And then another guy was like, oh, hey, are you putting stuff in the fridge? And she was like, yeah, man, I got sandwiches. And he took sandwiches out of her hand. So like, we are talking about immediate need. We are talking about in Austin, people immediately needing to eat.
Right.
Right. So I don't understand why Governor Abbott is not moving with more of a sense of urgency instead of digging his heels in.
Yeah.
I
like
will
a whining
say,
child.
This does remind me of how we kind of talked about flood response over the summer. Like, obviously, this is a devastating thing that's happening, same as with the flood. But it has been really cool to see the way Austinites come together for their community. I volunteered at the food bank over the weekend, and it was like, I was lucky to get a shift. Like, all the shifts are full kind of thing because everyone's like, oh, nice. Okay, I'll be there. I'm there kind of thing. That's how it feels. And just everyone's talking about it. Like, I keep seeing like TikToks of people being like, I'm having a garage sale this weekend, but like, please bring food to the garage sale. I'm going to take it to a food bank or fridge or whatever. And like, that has been, I guess, a silver line. I don't know. It's just really nice to see the way people are trying to help and take care of one another.
And, we've said this a lot on the podcast. I think like Texans have a way of showing up for each other. Austinites specifically, we have a way of showing up for each other, period. I think it's wonderful. I think it's one of the reasons I still live here. But I'm also pissed off that our politicians, our government takes advantage. They know we're going to step in and fill the gap or try to fill the gap. We're not succeed. We're not succeed. We're doing an okay job. But like, they know that the constituents are going to step in and fill the gap. And that is also, you're putting a strain on everyone. And luckily, Austinites are willing to pick up that slack. But like, bro, do your job. Okay, so after weeks of heated debate and discussion from parents across the Austin Independent School District, officials have revised their consolidation plan, which was initially proposed to shore up the district's $19.7 billion budget deficit. Alyssa, what is happening? This is a lot.
Yeah. So late Tuesday evening, AISD announced it would delay some of the proposed changes originally outlined in the consolidation plan, which they first released in early October, I believe. The announcement came via email from Superintendent Matias Segura to parents following community concerns about a district staff member responsible for incorporating public feedback into their revised plan. So that's interesting. In the email, Segura said that 3 elementary schools, Maplewood, Brikerwoods, and Palm, would be removed from the list of schools considered for potential closure next fall. He also said the decision to redraw the district's attendance boundaries, which would have rezoned a quarter of the district students, would also be postponed. And he said that those discussions on those changes would resume in the spring of 2026. He also said, the district is still planning to move forward with its plan to relocate dual language programs and close the other 10 schools, which, again, the AISD Board of Trustees is still scheduled to vote on that November 20th. So that's coming up. Oof. Yep. So it's still a lot of schools are closing, but 3 have now been kind of taken off the chopping block for now. In a press conference on Wednesday, Segura said the adjustments were made to preserve, quote, the integrity of the process. He acknowledged those community concerns over the staff who worked on the changes to the closure plan. He said that these operations and communications officials are under internal investigation related to gathering and applying community feedback to the boundary changes. But he also declined to provide any specifics about that investigation, including how many people were involved or whether they were on administrative leave. So really unclear about what exactly happened.
Yeah, I was about to be like, what is happening?
Yeah. I'm like, so somebody didn't do their job, but he don't want to talk about somebody not doing their job? What?
I do know there's been multiple meetings held for parents to submit their distress about these situations. There's been a huge push among parents just to slow the process down. I think everyone was just like, wow, this is happening in the fall of next year. This is happening way too fast. And then on top of that, the boundary changes, which were originally kind of affecting almost every school in the district, parents were really, really, really upset about this. They had kids, one sibling going to Austin High, and then because of the change, the other sibling would have to go to Crockett or something. And people were like, what is happening? So obviously that's on pause for now. Reaction from parents are really mixed. Obviously, the parents that their schools are spared, they're really happy for now. But then there are parents who are part of those other 10 schools that are just really upset, and they're calling it a carve out for 3 of the loudest communities. A lot of people think this is really broken trust with the district, which is it's been suffering. AISD has been,
struggling,
having a hard time. And then I just wanted to point out a quote that Segura reiterated in his email. He said, the necessity and urgency surrounding closure, consolidation, and boundary changes has not changed. AISD is at a crossroads. We face intersecting challenges, including declining enrollment, rising education costs, inadequate state funding, budget shortfalls, and state requirements to improve academic achievement. If we fail to take action by fall of 2026, the consequences to our students, teachers, and school community are significant. I really feel for that, I get it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They have to do something.
Yeah, something. Yeah. I also feel for the kids and the parents. This is so stressful, I imagine.
Yeah, it's just
really
more limbo.
Stressful.
And also just kind of I guess I want more information on how this happened, I guess. You know what I mean? How did you not get public feedback? You know what I'm saying? How did you mess up public feedback? That's especially when it comes to people's children and school. What happened there? I'm so curious.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody who was supposed to get community feedback didn't. I mean, it's
didn't incorporate
it.
They were like, "Ooh, I want this one to close, so I'm not going to include it."
Yeah, this.
It's bad to speculate, but
I'll be needing some more details.
Yeah.
That's the part of it that I'm just this does not make me feel secure about y'all taking care of things, because the one thing, not the one thing, but a pretty big thing that you should have done somehow got screwed up. So, and you're being super vague about how it got screwed up and what, I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels like I just feel bad for the parents and the kids, because it's just more limbo. It's more limbo.
It's just, it feels like such a catch-22 though, because at the same time, it's they're trying to improve the district. And,
right.
And I really think because of all of this lack of trust, it's going to push more people out of the district. And then they're going to get even less money, and they're going to face this. It's just it's a bad cycle.
Oh,
in my opinion.
you're right. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
I think people are like, and now that the school voucher program exists, maybe more people are even going to turn to private schools. I don't know.
That's a good
point.
It seems disappointing for our public education system here.
I don't know. I hope that we get it together.
Me too.
I know I keep saying that, but it's like now we're just talking about these babies not knowing what, I don't know, that kind of like instability like makes me nervous for kids. Well, like I say about everything, as usual, we'll keep our eye on this because this is also another Austin thing that's like seemingly ever changing. So Cheer Up Charlie's is back in the news, y'all.
Oh my God.
It's like a roller coaster of events surrounding Cheer Ups the last few months. And it like, I've been looking at comments and everybody is saying the same thing. Everybody is like, I got whiplash. What is happening? I have whiplash. What is going on? What is this back and forth? Kelsey, okay, let's get into it.
Yes.
I know. It's so good. It's so good.
I love like local drama.
The tea, yes.
I know. Me too.
Okay, so we're going to start at the end. So on Tuesday, Cheer Up Charlie's, they were supposed to be sold to a Florida investment firm called Pride Holdings Group, and it was called off. And the reason this is funny. Okay, so now let me start from the very beginning. So in August, Cheer Ups launched a crowdfunding campaign to raise $60,000 to pay back rent owed to the landlord, okay? And everyone was already kind of like, what? You need more money from me? Because this isn't really the first time Cheer Ups has been like, we're about to close. Like, give us money. So they did it again.
Then we're about to close. Give us some money.
Like, that's the way it always feels. Like, it just feels like one day I wake up and Cheer Ups is like, hey. So they met that goal within 48 hours, okay? And everything was quiet. Everyone was like, all right, our favorite bar, it's back, blah, blah, blah. And then in mid-October, the bar announced that this Florida-based hospitality group had purchased them. And everyone was upset about this. It brought in a lot of chatter online. Some people were like, great, this could be a lifeline for this bar that constantly needs money. And others criticized the fact that an out-of-state holdings company would be stepping in to take over a locally owned LGBTQ plus space. And then there was also a lot of stuff about like who this private holdings group was following on Instagram. Like they had been following some Republican people, and people were like, is Cheer Ups going to continue to be a safe space for the queer community? I don't know. And so that was happening. And a lot of people were pushing back on this. They were like, let's encourage them to not let this sale go through. And they made a 16-slide Instagram post about what the Pride Holdings acquisition would mean for the business moving forward.
The infamous 16 slides.
Yeah, it was really long. The post is now deleted. So the Austin Chronicle reported that Maggie Lee and Tamara Hoover, the owners of Cheer Ups, they said that both parties have amicably agreed to part ways and that Pride Holdings is no longer involved in Cheer Up Charlie's. And so now what? So I don't know. That's the latest.
Maybe they're going to launch another campaign for money. I don't know. It seems like
that's what someone else said. Someone's like, prepare for the December GoFundMe.
I was just
Truly.
like, this is like, we're all laughing and like, you know, I'm reporting news to us here on this podcast, but like, this has been the vibe in every conversation I've had, in every comment section online about Cheer Ups, is everyone being like, what? What's happening now?
What's happening? And here's the thing. Like, I know that some people are like, why does this matter? And the reason it matters is because when you ask your community for thousands of dollars during a time when they don't have shit, like, it puts you in public scrutiny. And on top of that, like, Cheer Ups is the only place for a lot of people to work. Like, a lot of performers, they only work at Cheer Ups. Austin does not have, despite our thriving queer gay community, we don't have a lot of places that are ours. They're erasing the crosswalks. Like we don't have a lot of spaces. Our spaces are dwindling.
Well, and so like no lesbian bars exist in Austin anymore.
And no lesbian bars exist in Austin. And so it's like Cheer Ups is a place where queer people can safely perform, exist, hang out, do all of the things, right? And they can't get their shit together. It's just like, it's like not knowing if mom and dad are going to get a divorce. You know what I mean? It's just like
it's trauma for all of us.
Are in our rooms being like, oh God.
And they released a statement to news outlets, but I haven't, forgive me if someone else has seen it. I have not seen them say anything on their actual page. I have not seen another 16-page slide being like, all right, y'all, I know this is crazy, but here's what's going on. If
they would say the quiet part out loud, I think I would respect them.
Exactly.
More.
Exactly. Yeah. And also, if you hadn't just gotten money from your community, it wouldn't be nobody's fucking business. It wouldn't be anybody's business what you're doing with your shit. But you keep asking people for money.
Well, and
people are like, what the hell?
Well, I think the other thing that's so frustrating about this, like other than all of the things we have mentioned, is the LGBTQ community is under attack in Texas and across the US. And it's just frustrating to have to worry literally about your rights and then also be like, well, I guess I got to give money to this place so I can have a safe space to go. And like, let me give them money again. Like, it just, I know that like the community should support each other. And like, we just talked about how Austinites like band together to help each other in times of uncertainty, but it just feels like this shouldn't be our job. Like, it just feels like,
listen,
be a business, get your ish together. I don't know. Yeah.
Be a business, figure out your plan. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're going to get 1, maybe 2 donations from me.
I was going to say, your punch card is up.
Yeah, 46 times. Shame on me. I can't give you anything else. And I love it there, even though I have aged out. I love Cheer Ups.
It's a great bar.
It's a great bar, and I love that we have it. And I love that it is a place that exists for all my little queer babies to go and express themselves and be fabulous. I love that we have it. I'm not shitting on the fact that we have it. I am shitting on the fact that they cannot get it together. Get it together, bitch. Get it together.
Let's be excellent, guys. Let's get it together.
Yeah.
God. You know what I'm not going to be doing this weekend? Going to Cheer Ups. I love y'all, but I won't be going there.
You need to take a second.
I'm sure you're going to be doing about 8,000 other things, though.
I will be doing about 8,000 other things. That is true.
All right, let's hear it.
What are y'all doing this weekend? What are y'all doing this weekend?
I'm doing 2 things.
I can't wait to hear what those 2 things are.
So I want to run by Texas Book Fest. It's happening downtown. Yeah, on Saturday and Sunday, free to attend. It looks really fun. I've actually never been to Book Fest somehow. I've lived here for almost 10 years. Never been to Book Fest. But it's free to attend unless you're like trying to go to like the Matthew McConaughey event or something. And so I'm going to run by that. And then the greatest event of all time is happening starting today, which is the Settlement Garage Sale at Palmer Event Center. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It is actually a garage sale. Like it is actually priced correctly like a garage sale. And it takes up like the whole space, the whole event space or whatever. And I'm really excited and I'm going to go get lost in there for a few hours. So if you need me,
I will be there.
That's where I'll be. Yeah.
I will be there too.
That sounds like heaven. That sounds like heaven. What about you, Alyssa?
Yeah, so I'm going to the Honky Tonk Fest on Saturday. It's put on by Austin Monthly. It's at Jester King, which is kind of ish the hill country. But it's going to be so fun. Lots of really fun country bands playing. Great food. KG Barbecue is going to be there. Dab's Burgers. I'm going to eat a little hamburger. And lots of dancing. There's going to be a 2-step lesson for people who don't know how to 2-step and for people who do, just as a little refresher. It's going to be so fun, and I'm so excited.
It looks really fun, and I love
Jester
Jester
really
King.
Fun.
I love Jester King too.
I don't even drink beer, and I love Jester King.
Yeah, I love it out there.
Yeah. So this weekend is packed.
I was going to say, Nikki, have you stretched? Are you hydrated?
Let's
hear it.
I mean,
warm up the vocal cords. Yeah.
So, Yesterday was Nicole's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Hey! Yeah, the woman that puts up with all my shit. Her birthday was yesterday, and so my weekend has already begun. Tonight, because I bring it up every week, the next stage at Central Machine Works, Wild Child with Sour Bridges. Again, free 99. Eva Ruth told us last time, get there kind of early. Doors open at 7, so just be there. Show starts at 8 o'clock.
Wild Child. That's
Me too.
my favorite band.
Me too. They're not my favorite band, but they are very, very good. And I like them a lot. And so that one is worth going to see. Also happening tonight is Body Rock. And this is my favorite, personally, my favorite Body Rock, aside from the Beyonce tribute. It is the tribute to the Dirty South. Y'all, if you have not gone to Body Rock this year, this one might be the one to go to. Because it's going to be so freaking good. That's going to be at Sahara Lounge. Worth your time, definitely. And then also something that's happening this weekend in totality, but starting on Friday, is something called Surreal Luck. And so it's put on by Ion Art. And it is an event that has all of this like neon lights installation. They used to have it in Zilker Park, at the Botanical Gardens. They had it at their own place for a while. But this year they're having it out at Luck, Texas, like Willie Nelson's private place. And it's 2 weeks of larger than life, like neon installations celebrating Western culture. And y'all, I'm telling you, I have never been to the Luck Ranch. I will be going because that's how good this show usually is. Like, it's really, really good. It is worth your time. It's called Surreal Luck. Just look it up. Ion Art is kind of like, I feel comfortable saying any iconic neon sign you've seen in the city, they've done it. They're so talented. They're so awesome. The event is going on for 2 weeks, but it starts tonight. Tomorrow is Brave Fest. That's going to be at Central Machine Works. Starts at 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it's just going to be a celebration of belonging and inclusion and community. And there's going to be music and dancing and crafts and a marketplace. And it's going to be hosted by Bridget Bandit. And it sounds like it's just going to be really gay and cute. And Brave stands for Building Relationships, Awareness, Voices, and Engagement. And yeah, I'm excited. And it's free, again, F to the R to the EE. Tomorrow is also North Loop Strip's biannual fall block party. That starts at 11 a.m. That goes to 7 p.m. And everybody is in on it. So Room Service, Blue Velvet, Breakaway Records, Big Bertha, everybody, it's a whole block party. That is really, really fun too. Also free. Tomorrow night, Out Youth is having their gala, their yearly gala that helps them raise money. It's their Glitz Gala. It's going to be at Fair Market. You can still buy tickets for that, so you can donate to Out Youth. And that's one of my favorite charities. I'm almost done. Also happening on Saturday, Blanton All Day, the family edition. Go to that. I think that's already on your list. Go to that. Go to that. It's going to be fun. Friend of the pod now, I'm calling it, Emmer and Rye. They're having their 10-year birthday party on Sunday. So Sunday, Emmer and Rye 10-year birthday party starts at 3 p.m. It's from 3 to 7. So the tickets are $65. But we get you entry and snacks. And then you can get drink tickets if that's what you want to do. But it's going to have stuff from Hestia, Kanjay, Ezoff, Kajimoto, Ladino, Henbit, Fife, Furrow, like all these places from Austin and San Antonio that are in the Emmer and Rye hospitality circle. And lastly, on Sunday, Auntie's House is having their last event for the year from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Also friends of the pod. And it's Auntie's House. It's giving thanks. It's going to be at the Pershing. And the dress code is shades of brown. It's going to be so cute. There's going to be a marketplace with local BIPOC vendors. There's going to be coloring sheets, puzzles, card games. Everyone is invited. All ages, all people are welcome. And there's going to be dancing. And it's just like kick back with your favorite cousins as we shop, eat, drink, dance, smile, and laugh. And it sounds amazing. It sounds like Thanksgiving at my family's house. And so tell all your cousins to go to Auntie's house. That's all the shit I'm doing. I know that was a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm getting into this weekend. I'm going to split myself into 7 parts.
I'm exhausted.
And each part is going to go.
That is a lot.
Oh, God.
But also just like go to the newsletter, go to our newsletter events. Like this is all, if I'm going too fast or there's something go to our newsletter events page is pretty dope. Like, and so it's going to have stuff that we're not even talking about. So if you're looking for stuff to get into, always look at our events page. Kelsey, Alyssa, thank you so much for rounding out the news with me and putting up with all of my mini events.
I was going to say, best of luck this weekend.
Yeah. Drink water. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to drink a lot of water. And hey, speaking of events, you know that if you become a CityCast Austin neighbor, you get to come to cute little events and hang out with us. It's one of the perks, along with many, many other things. And so if you're on the fence still about becoming a neighbor or becoming a CityCast Austin member, get off the fence. Just do the dive. Jump in. Come and join us. I made it sound like a cult. That was not on purpose. But
it is. Come join our cult.
to come hang out with us. If you dig what we do and you like chatting with us or hearing from us every day, then, support us. Go to membership.citycast.fm. Become our neighbor.
Woo!
Woohoo! All right, y'all. Till next week.
See you then. Bye.
Bye. That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. Our executive producer is Eva Ruth Moravec. Our producers this week are Selena Sierra Reynolds, Elizabeth Kama, and Alyssa Castles. And I'm your host, Nikki DeFawn. Our Hey Austin newsletter editor is Kelsey Bradshaw, and music is by Nelson Villante Aguilar of Como Las Movies, with additional music by All the Kimonos and Donna and Speedometer from Triple Scoop Music via Getty Images. And if you enjoyed our show, tell your friends, rate our show, leave us a review, subscribe to our newsletter. And if you really love us, again, go to membership.citycast.fm and become our neighbor. We'll be back Monday morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.